Good day, everybody. Today we're going to be doing an account review of my main account. There was some people that were asking if I could describe which month calendar I use where, and see a bit of how to help, just general information. Uh, so we'll get into that. And but first, there's a new website that's been available for last week or so. Uh, I can Yeah, there used to be Chompy that people were using for information, and now they changed it to Mistybug. Yeah, Mistybug. Let me just type, figure out first what's the proper way of typing it. Yeah, there it is. I'll just bring it on the screen here. This is what Mistybug looked like. It's pretty much similar to what Chompy used to be, but it's got more detailed. It's been created by Tuck from the global server, and the database and characters are more up to date than the old Chompy, because he went actually and looked at every single character and got the max stats from players that already have them, instead of just having stats that were like counted with mats. Those were actually all characters that were picked from people that has them maxed plus 6-star plus 5 awaken level 70. So now we got this as a good help now for everybody, so that's great. So now we'll start with the account review of the calendars that I got, who I use, where I use them. So this video is probably going to be quite a while. Spitfire. We'll start just from the top and go down. Spitfire. I use mine for B10. I used it in arena all the time. I use it for Guild War. Hello, King Retro King Queen Paris. That's another person that's on Twitch too. So if you want to drop by on their Twitch after, this video is going to be on YouTube, so you just have to transfer to the other program. So yeah, Guild War, Arena, B10. That's pretty much the three main places where I use my Spitfire. Then Igniter. I use my Igniter for B10. I also use it in Arena. Also get to use it in Guild War once in a while. And that's pretty much it. My Ember, I've put a lot of skill ups into it, but I stopped using her because I was only using her for B10. But she's great there, but she's really limited to her use. Trigger Happy, main and Wellington get used a lot in Invasion as well by a lot of players, but I don't. But that's another place where you can use it, and then it also can be used in Arena. Chain Reaction has to be mostly for Arena. That most people use it. I'm able to use mine in Wellington, but for Wellington, he needs 7,500 attack and 250 crit damage to be able to one-shot the minions in the wave with using the skill number 2. Pit Boss is being used in Arena, no, in Guild War, and also use it in Wellington. He's in Wellington because he gave 2 buffs, so, and one of them being the attack up, so it triggers both the trigger IP and the chain reaction passive, and that's how I managed to get speed team for winning. He's also really good in Guild War because of his skill. Which one is it? the one that oh, it's the passive. Decrease all buff, so that can be really useful. Super shot health was great in Wailing 9. That's where I mostly was using her. Or him, not too sure with that suit. A lot of people also use it for Arena, and it's also usable in the tower. Ambush, I got it map pretty stacked, but I don't use them anywhere. I use it once in a while on one of the invasion boss. Let me just find out which one I use him against. Crankcase. That's the only place I found I use for him, but he's not really used often. Can be replaced by Boom Bloom or any eye damage, life, or earth Skylanders. Food Fight. It's pretty good in Chaos. Good in Invasion against Crankcase. And that's pretty much the only two use that I got for him. Oh, he's also can be used with Crusher. Yeah, which is against Crankcase. Zulu, that's another Skylander that he's almost max, but it's only because I got the shards from the game, gave me a lot of those shards without me asking. And then I just brought it to +4 to be able to get the power up to help with to help Duck with his website. Stealth Elf, great starter. It's to the point that I now have more Skylanders that are stronger for those two, so I don't really use it anymore. Snapshot, I just leveled it because I was trying possibly to use it for Wailing 10, didn't happen. Chill, I do use Chill in Invasion against Crankcase. Food Fight, Crusher, and Chill sometime. No, Food Fight, Ambush, and Chill, or Food Fight, Crusher, and the Bone guy. Chop Chop. Yeah, she's probably missing runes. Yeah, she's missing a rune. That's why her stats are like that. Wham Shell, only ever used in B8, B9. Yeah, and never touched it since then. There is one around that goes that one-shot Chop Chops with but I've never encountered it. So that's one use it could be in the arena, but B9 are during that he's useless. Guild Grunt, he's a disruptor, but no real use for it. Washbuckler is amazing in the Invasion. I use him for to do 400,000 points on Gulper, on Pinata, on Pepperjack. The Dark Ninja as well can be used with that, and Dreamcatcher. They're all teams, all Invasion boss that you can do 400,000 points with him. It's really long. It's going to be fights that are over half an hour, but if you use him, his blind is really good. You just want to make sure that you got some accuracy and 160 effect accuracy. That way you're sure that you're not missing your blind. Kaboom! I used him a lot when I first got into B10. Useful also for farming some of the scenarios. Nowadays, I only use him in the Wolf. Yeah, Wolfgang in Invasion. That's the only place I use him. Hot Dog. Add the shards. Gusto is useful for Mirage Tower, level 70. That boss with the shield, you can just throw a Gusto as long as it's got 10,000 HP, doesn't need anything else, doesn't need to be level 70, doesn't have to be 6-star Awaken +5. I got another account that my Gusto is, I think, 4-star, not Awaken, level 60, with 10,000 HP. And it's able to solo the boss at Mirage Tower, level 70. Is there runes? Yeah. Missing half the runes and probably half the stuff's not powered up. Yeah. Whirlwind, amazing for as a starter unit. Great for B7, B8, Wailing 8. Amazing in invasion. I use it against Gulper, against the Wolfgang. I use it against... Who else in there? I got sticky notes with all my teams everywhere. Chumpy, I use it in there as well. Golden Queen. Just amazing Skylander overall. That eel is really great for the removing the debuffs. Wallop, I don't use him. Just I level him up. Crusher, the only place I use him is against Crankcase. He's usable in Arena as well. Barbella is great in Arena. Great in Guild War. Tri-Tip, he can be great in Arena and Guild War as well. And I was using him in Wailing 9 as well when I first started that game. Flashwing, amazing healer. It's debatable between him and Whirlwind which one is the best healer in the game. But both of them are amazing. They just have different use. One of them is healing over time. This one is just a big chunk of heal. He is one of the staple for Wailing 10 teams for when you're first getting in there, with Trigger IP and pretty much anybody else. So Trigger IP, Flashwing +1 is the base of any Wailing 10 team. Yeah, I'm missing a rune here. That's why some of the stats are low. Chopper, big damage, but no real use. Gear Shift, great in invasion. Gear Shift paired with Sprocket and Washbuckler should be your staple starter teams for manual and invasion. They can do 400,000 points on a lot of the bosses. 400,000 being the max. 50 minutes is the time limit. If you go above the time limit, it shuts you down and record the amount you did. If you go above 400,000, cancel your run and you have to restart. And Gear Shift is also great in Guild War. Can be used in Arena, but Arena is more of whoever can one-shot the other team the fastest. Sprocket, as I was saying, really useful in invasion. Can be used for the first clear of Wailing 10. In invasion, yeah, mostly paired with Washbuckler and Gear Shift. Boomer, amazing for B9. Other than that, there's potential for Arena and Guild War, but it's really limited. There's just Skylanders that do the same thing for better. So unless you don't have anything else and you got him built because you work on B9, he falls off later on in the game. Sparrow can be used as a tank, but I haven't used him. Enigma, yeah, it's probably missing runes, yeah. Enigma is one that can be used in Wailing 10 entry teams. Most people either go Trigger IP, Enigma, Flashwing, or Trigger IP, Ninjini, Flashwing. So we'll just talk of those two together. But other than that, that's pretty much the only place that I found a use for him. So Ninjini. Again, like I was just talking about Wellington, this one can be used in there as well. And also really useful for the Beast level 10. So Beast 10, Wellington, Arena. There's people that use or in Arena when you use a Trigger IP with her. So start the fight, use the Ninjini, it gives the buff for a Trigger IP, kill 2 people. That's one way that a lot of people use her. Yeah, I got runs on her. And same thing. She can be used in the Mirage Tower for massive damage against the Mirage Tower boss at level 80. Her and Trigger IP just shut it down pretty quick. Rollerball, I just leveled it up because, well, I leveled up a lot of Skylanders. Chop Chop. A lot of people classify him as cheat sheet. He's pretty good everywhere for PvP. So Arena, Guild War, in Mirage Tower, he can climb pretty fast by himself. Also, he's usable in Invasion. Like I use him mostly on Crankcase and Golden Queen. Also Chumpy. Those are 3 places where he can be used to make 4,000 point teams. Fiesta, that's another character that's only useful in Invasion. I use him against Chumpy. So yeah, my Chumpy team is Chop Chop, Whirlwind, Fiesta. So, and then you just build him tanky, whatever runes you got for tankiness. Yeah, he's got runes. X, amazing starting unit. B7, B8, Wailing 8, and then it's also part of the Mastery on Quest. So X, Crypt King, and Whirlwind are the 3 units I recommend for when you start the game. And other than that, great in those 3 units. I paired them for my first team in the tower for climbing tower past level 60. Before that, I just used chain and one-shot everything. And Arena and Guild Wars is really good as well. Amazing leader skill with bombs for accuracy. Great unit overall. Crypt King is the cheap little cousin of X. Really good early game to go with X and Whirlwind. And other than that, it's mostly Mirage Tower and scenarios. But everything that Crypt King does, X does it better. It's just that they do really well when they're together. Light Jetvac, good unit overall for healing, but really expensive in mana. So it's just the runes I got on it. Not too sure what I was doing with it. Light X is only useful for clearing Wailing 10 on the first clear. She can do some auto team, but it's really slow, really inconsistent, so it's not recommended. Aurora, she's one of those underpower Nat 5. I'm really trying to make her work. I'm just waiting for a buff. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Shadow Spitfire, I don't use him. Astroblast, great in PvP and in Chaos Dungeon. I don't use mine. Nightlight, I don't use him either. Blackout, I don't use him either. Cinder, I'm starting to build her because she's great in Invasion, actually. With crit build, she can do Gulper pretty fast. And those are the ones that I use. I did use a bit of Nightmare when I first started my account for Beast 10. And yeah. The units that I use the most these days are Spitfire, Igniter, and then Genie for my B10. And then Trigger Happy, Pit Boss, Chain Reaction for my Wailing 10 team. And Spitfire, Chain Reaction, Igniter is my regular arena team. But so yeah, hopefully this have answered your question about which Skylander do I use. So on this, have a good day. 24 minutes, that's reasonable.